Puck picked up by Liam on the back. He's going to skate around the back of the net, tries to get into the forest, loses the puck, goes up to Faddis. Faddis is skating the puck away, down into the Icedog zone. Tries to get around the back of the net, can't quite get around, taking off the puck, centered by Beckett. Picked up by the Icedogs, skated out through the neutral zone. Icedogs fire, puck wide right. Rebound picked up by Liam. Liam tries to pass up the ice over to Faddis, goes beyond Faddis into the zone. Picked up by the Icedogs, around the back of the net again. They throw the puck up out of the zone. Forrest missed the puck. Icedogs are on it. Gonna get a shot at backhanded kick save. Puck on the near side boards, round up to Faddis. Faddis dumps the puck up to Gabe. Gabe up the near side boards. Gabe centers, nobody's there. Goalie kicks it behind the net. Gabe centers again, still nobody there. Fired by Kenton. Kenton gets one to go in, so it's now 2-0. Mustangs. Gabe on the face-off, won by the Icedogs. Icedogs try to kick over the sides, picked up by Duncan. Duncan gets it into the zone, taken off the puck and skated around back by the Icedogs. Icedogs up the near side boards. Puck's tipped. Battle for the puck on the far boards. Puck squirts up the boards a little bit onto the half wall. Still battling for the puck between Gabe and Kenton. Puck comes out of the zone, picked up by Weston. Weston's going to bring this one back, fire over to Teagan. Teagan plays this one up the boards, gets it up to Duncan. Duncan's taken out, picked up by Gabe. Gabe can't quite get it in the zone, and now finally chipped in by Teagan. Puck trickles down behind the net, picked up by the Icedogs. Icedogs along the near side boards, picked up by Kenton. Kenton tries to fire and toe drag, couldn't get it around the player. Good hustle by Kenton, gets back on the puck, but it's eventually picked up by the Icedogs in the neutral zone. Gabe and Weston, nice pressure. Weston makes a move, gets down through the neutral zone, into the zone. Onto the far near side boards, tries to backhand it center. Centers it, nobody's there. Back out to Weston. Weston fires, save. And the goalie sits on this one. We'll have an in the zone face-off on the near side dot. Off the face-off, puck to the slot, fired, not, good save by the goalie, puck over into the corner, picked up by the Icedogs for a second. Puck back and forth across the blue line, Forrest goes to make a poke at it, puck squirts over to the near side. Icedogs get it around, picked up by Faddis. Faddis centers the puck back over to the far side boards. No icing, picked up by the Icedogs before it made it to the line. Icedogs around the back of the net, down through the center ice, across the neutral zone. Forrest takes the puck away, chips it around somebody, tries to get up the boards, and taken off the puck by the Icedogs. Icedogs, one-handed up through the neutral zone, chipped up by Liam. Puck back into the Icedog zone, back down to Liam. Liam handles puck, settles it down, tries to get over to Forrest. Forrest didn't have a stick on the ice. Forrest backhands it up the boards. Gets it up to Kenton. Kenton taking off the puck. They try to get back on sides, and they do. Puck's twirling around at the blue line. Backhanded down into the zone by Gabe. Picked up by Kenton. Kenton pinched on the boards. Taken off the puck by the Icedogs. Still battling. And that puck comes up to the blue line. Kept in by Forrest. Over to the Icedogs, and the Icedogs get it out. It's Liam, nice stick, takes the Icedogs off the puck. Puck backhanded in the zone, picked up by Liam. Liam tries to get control of it, gets it on his stick, tries to get it around an Icedog, and it goes up in the neutral zone. Picked up by Duncan, it's chipped up. Puck's just sitting in the zone there. Picked up by Kenton. Kenton goes the other way. Forrest goes out for a change. Liam goes out for a change. Weston and Tegan in on defense. It's a 3-on-2. Icedogs pushing. Tried to backhand it through Tegan's legs. Tegan had a nice stick. Puck up, chipped up behind the net. Tegan plays it along the boards. Up and out. Back in it comes. Offsides on the Icedogs. Ref's going to center ice for some reason, but we'll go with it. Huddy on the face-off. Pushes this one back to Tegan. Tegan to the far side boards. Puck back and forth. Chip back up to Will. Will plays that one over. Gets over to Faddis. Faddis hot on it. Skates into the zone. Back up to Tegan. Tegan just couldn't quite settle that one down. It comes out. It's going to come all the way down. And picked up by Weston. Weston makes a move. Gets around one player. Good pursuit by the Icedogs. Picked up by Faddis. Faddis chips it up along the boards. Back into the Icedog zone and across to the far side boards. Pressure from Will. Picked up by the Icedogs at the blue line. Back down. Nice pass through center ice. They got a step on Weston. Weston's trying to get the puck. Can't. And they swim to the outside. Good pressure by Weston. Faddis had a nice stick. Back down to the corner. Back around the back of the net. Back to the Icedog. To the far side. Tries to get it up to the defense. Can't. Good stick by Faddis. Back to the neutral zone. Hudson picks it up. And it ends up going back to Weston. We had an offsides.
Someone's coming for your spot.
Got a shift change here. Back at Gabe and Kenton. Liam and Forrest. Forrest trying to get across the ice. Well played by Liam. Gets behind the net. Forrest tries to skate it up and around. Gets it up to Beckett. Beckett up the far side. Good stick by the Icedogs. Picked up by Gabe. Gabe cross center ice. Down into the zone. Picked up by the Icedogs. Icedogs play back into the neutral zone. Chipped off by Kenton. Good hustle by Kenton. Good stick. Puck's at the blue line. Forrest makes a play. Puck comes down in the near side corner. Picked up by Liam behind the net. Liam hands it off to Forrest. Forrest around the far side. Forrest looking to go through. Up through center ice. Tries to go around. Gets around one player around the ref, and they call offsides on the Mustangs. Puck will come just back outside the zone. Off the face-off. Nobody really got that. It just kind of trickled away. Huddy keeps trying to get it. Back over to Duncan. Duncan keeps his stick on the puck and finally gets it in the zone. Chips it down near the net. Goes behind the net. Chipped up the boards by the Icedogs. And this one's going to come all the way down. This should be an icing call. And no call. There it is. They finally call it. The refs are just kind of looking at each other on who's going to make the icing call. And we'll go back down into the Icedog zone for the face-off. And we'll switch sides for some reason. Nope, we're gonna go back to the other side again. We'll get her figured out here pretty quick. All right, off the face-off. Puck back to the Mustangs. Good pressure by the Icedogs. Icedogs work it up along the boards, get it into the neutral zone. Down through the neutral zone, onto the near side. Good stick by Faddis, takes him off the puck. Back the other way. Faddis is all alone. Got nobody with him. Skates the center ice, slot, fires. Saved by the goalie. Couldn't keep the glove in his mitt. Drops it, picked up by the Icedogs. Icedogs back across center ice, right down the middle. Here they come. Faddis hot on her case. Tegan with a nice stick. Forces him on the outside. Backhand to the center slot. Backhanded towards the net, picked up by the Mustangs, skated out by Gabe. Gabe on a breakaway. It's going all the way down the middle. It's a 1-on-3 and taken out by the Icedogs. Back into the neutral zone. Good stick by Tegan. Tegan plays this one up ahead of Duncan. Duncan gets into the zone, but the puck's quickly knocked out by the Icedogs. Loose at the red line. And across to Kenton. Kenton on the near side fires. Saved by the goalie. Good blocker save. Knocked down, no rebound. Icedogs up the far side boards. Back over to Kenton in the slot. Kenton couldn't keep control of that. Had too much pressure on him. Back down to Kenton. Kenton trying to skate through. Can't get through. Taking off the puck again. And this one's skated around the back of the net. Up to the far side. Good stick by Liam. Keep that one in play. Back and forth we go. Picked up by Kenton again. And fired and saved. Will Beckett and Huddy be our forwards. Forrest and Liam on the backside. Icedogs win the face-off. Good pressure by Beckett. Beckett keeps this one in play. Forrest tries to go over, keep it in. Does for a second. Now, Forrest and Beckett were playing the puck at the same time. Picked up by Huddy. Huddy behind the net. Couldn't quite get a shot off. Up the far side boards by the Icedogs. Icedogs, nice pass. And this one's going to come back. Forrest to skate and pick it up. There'll be no icing. Misses the puck. Puck still loose. Picked up by Beckett. Beckett plays it up into the slot. And just missed the shot there. Beckett plays this one up to Forrest. Forrest picks it up on the near side boards. And down he goes. Still got 2 players beat. Got nobody with him. Couldn't keep that puck in play. And back out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Liam. Liam up to Will. Will skates this one up into the zone. Battling the whole way. Puck goes down behind the net. Loose behind the net along the near side boards. Played by the Icedogs. Icedogs have all kinds of time. Picked up in the center. Trying to get around Liam. Liam and Forrest. Can't get there. Forrest dives. Disrupts the shot a little bit. And it goes wide to the left. Picked up by Kenton. Kenton skating this puck down the near side boards. Can't get around anybody. Picked up by Gabe. And this puck's played down into the corner. Puck loose in the corner. Working around the back of the net. It's a battle for the puck. Puck still loose. Picked up by the Icedogs. Icedogs are skating this one up. Poke check by Kenton. Good back or forecheck. Picked up by Weston at the line. Played up to Gabe. Gabe looking to play. Fires. Shot. Goal. Mustangs go up 3-0. With 3:44 left in the first.
Yeah. And Bodie starts like pushing me, so I just pushed him into his neck.
Puck off the face-off, back over to Tegan. Tegan hustles to get there. Tries to play it off the boards. Goes up and over Duncan's head. This one's going to go all the way down. Should not be icing. And it won't be. Picked up by the Icedogs behind the net. Icedogs bring it around the near side. Another move. Get it up out of the zone into the neutral zone. Picked up by the Icedogs. Taken off the puck by Huddy. And then picked up by Weston. Weston skates this one out through the neutral zone. Gonna fire, fires, saved up and over the net by the goalie. Picked up by Duncan. Duncan tried to backhand that one into the slot, but couldn't get it there. Picked up by the Icedogs. Icedogs tried to backhand at the center ice, couldn't get there. Picked up by the Icedogs again. Nice passes. Weston tries to get there to block a shot, does get a stick on it. Puck trickles down behind the net. Picked up by Tegan, played around the horn. Over to Duncan. Duncan misses, and the puck goes up in the neutral zone. Picked up by the Icedogs. Right back in we come. On to the near side. Icedogs make a move, still stuck on the circle. All kinds of pressure. Picked up by Huddy. Huddy plays this one up the near side boards. Picked up by Duncan. Duncan on a little bit of a breakaway. Pestered by a Icedog the whole way, and they keep it out of the zone. Picked up by the Icedogs again. And Gabe's going to have to hold on to this one as Duncan's still in the zone. He accidentally plays it in, and we're offsides. Come just outside the zone for another face-off. Mustangs on the face-off. Puck doesn't really go to anybody. Finally played back by Beckett. Beckett Played it back to Forrest. Forrest played it up the boards. Picked up by Gabe. Gabe on the far or near side circle. Skates at the slot. Nobody's home. Picked up by the Icedogs. We just quite haven't figured out how to play in the slot yet. Forrest trips and falls. Liam's all by himself. Fire up and over the net, around the far side. Puck's gonna go on out of the zone. Picked up by the Icedogs in the neutral zone. Icedogs back and forth, still in their own zone. Finally played up the center ice through the logo. Played by Will. Played by Forrest. Forrest is able to run into the ref. Still working on playing the puck and finally chipped up the boards by Will. Real sloppy. Forrest tries to stick handle for a second, get that puck up to Gabe. Does. Gabe skates up the slot, passes over to Will. In his skates, Will couldn't quite get control. This puck's going to wrap all the way around, and Beckett's putting pressure on. Oh, thought Liam was able to keep that one in, but he wasn't. It's a 2-on, 3-on-1. Here they come. Good block by Forrest. Forrest go the other way. Oh, lost the puck, and off to the far side boards. Picked up by Gabe. Gabe up and out of the zone, tries to get this one up to Will. In his skates again. Will's not able to control it. Picked up by the Icedogs. Icedogs on the near side, or far side, excuse me. And they're putting in a lot of pressure. Gabe the other way. It's a 1-on-1. See if he can make a move. Tries to. Back to the circle. Gets taken off the puck. Icedogs are able to take that puck and skate around the back of the net and work up through the zone, out through the neutral zone. Try to chip this one up and through. Picked up by Tegan for a second, but went on through down to Weston. Weston takes this, chips on the far side boards. Picked up by Huddy and played down into the zone. Duncan chasing on the far side or near side. Takes his puck off the boards and taken away by the Icedogs. Icedogs centering pass. Goes back and forth. Picked back up by Huddy. Over to Kenton. Fires and save. Puck played up near far side boards by the Icedogs. Back up to Weston. Weston, quick play back. Up to Kenton. Kenton back down through the slot. Got a firing shot. Fire, saved. Puck trickles off to the left. Played up far side boards by the Icedogs. Picked up by Tegan. Tegan fires along. Knocked down at the slot by the Icedogs onto the near side corner. Duncan tries to get it and can't get there before the end of the period. 3-0. Mustangs lead.